Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. I am your girl, Molinda Jae, and I am here to give y'all a quick synopsis of everything that we need to know about in regards to the kidnapping of the 4 Americans in Mexico. And I'm getting this from ABC News. So let's go ahead and get into it. I know y'all have already seen it already, and the list goes on, but um I'm just allowing stuff to unfold before I bring it up to the forefront. So let's go ahead and get to this article here. I'm going to pause that because it does have clips of the action going on. Okay, so this come from ABC News. Everything we need to know about the kidnapping of the 4 Americans in Mexico. So it reads 4 Americans were kidnapped shortly after crossing the Mexico earlier this month. 2 survived the violent ordeal, while 2 other members of the group passed away. The kidnapping of the 4 Americans, Eric James Williams, Zendale Brown, and the cousins Latavia Tay McGee and Shade Woodard, or Shahid Woodard, drove the morning of March 3rd to Matamoros, Mexico, which is the northeastern state of Tamaulipas, just south of Brownsville, Texas. Shortly after crossing into Mexico, an unidentified pow man fired upon passengers in the vehicle, then put 4 Americans in another car and fled in the U.S. Embassy in Mexico, said. Okay. Irvin Barrios, the attorney general of I'm gonna just say Tama, said Americans were not directly targeted and appears it was misunderstanding. Mexican investigators think the kidnappers may have wrongly believed that the Americans were rival human tiers. A source close to the investigation told in ABC News. For the first time, the Attorney General's office, Tama, also said on March 9th that the Mexican woman passed away in the incident. Ari Pablo, who is 33, passed away after being hit by a stray bullet during the kidnapping. The rescue Williams, this is the rescue. Williams and McGee survived the kidnapping. They were found in the morning of March 7th in a wooden house in Laguna area outside of Matamoros. Mexican officials said one of the passing was also found in the inside, and the second one was found outside of the house, as a source close to the investigation told ABC News. And obviously, here is the still video of the scene where the 4 Americans were kidnapped and found. The 2 Americans found lifeless had blankets or sheets on top of them, a source close to the investigation told ABC News. One of the passengers was wearing a surgical robe when he was found, sources said. The Mexicans tried to seek medical attention for the Americans who were injured in the kidnapping, and the Attorney General's office of Tama said the statement on March 9th that they were taken to the ambulance to a clinic, according to officials. During the day they were held, the Americans were transferred to various places, including a clinic, in order to create confusion and avoid rescue efforts, said the governor of Tama, Americo Villarreal. These survivors and the victims. McGee is a mother of 5 who traveled from South Carolina to Mexico for a cosmetic medical procedure, according to her family. So that is her right here. Her mother, Barbara Burgess, told ABC News she spoke to her daughter on Tuesday. She said McGee had no major injuries. Told ABC she spoke to her daughter on Tuesday. Oh, wait, I said that already. Michelle Williams, wife of survivor Eric Williams, said the FBI told her husband had been pow twice, one in the leg and one in the other. He had undergone surgery in a Texas hospital, she said. Brown, who also among the two who passed away, was on a trip to Mexico to support his friend McGee for her surgery, according to Brown's sister, Zelena Brown Grant. Zendel was a loving son, brother, uncle, and friend, Grant wrote on a GoFundMe page. Our family waited for any news about my brother's return, but he won't be coming home alive. Woodard, who also passed away, was McGee's cousin, according to McGee's mother. The bodies of the two Americans were KD'd, were repatriated to the U.S. on, well, I'm just going to say return, okay? Return to the U.S. on March 9th. A fifth person who was traveling with the group, Cheryl Orange, did not cross the border into Mexico and remained in Brownsville, according to the police report from Brownsville Police Department. Orange did not cross into the Mexico because she did not have her ID with her, and contacted police on March 4th, the day after the kidnapping, when she could not get in touch with them, the police report said. The investigation, the 5 alleged members of the powerful Mexican cartel were charged with aggravated kidnapping and red rum on March 10th in the connection to the kidnapping. The Attorney General's office of Tama announced the charges today after the Gulf cartel allegedly took responsibility for the KDNs. The 5 men were found tied up near a pickup truck, and a handwritten note was found placed on the windshield of the truck whose authors say they belong to the Gulf cartel, the dominant organized group in this part of Mexico. Neither ABC News nor U.S. officials have been able to independently verify the authenticity of the note. Girl, I never heard such a thing of the cartel apologizing. I'm sorry, but okay. A 24-year-old suspect arrested in the connection with the incident was formally indicated on aggravated KDN charge. The Attorney General's office of Tama said on March 10th the man was allegedly acting as a lookout when authorities finally locate the 4 missing Americans. The office also announced a homicide charge in the Jing of Pablo, the bystander. The FBI said it's working with the federal and international partners to determine the facts of what happened, to hold those responsible for this horrific and violent attack accountable for their crimes. Following the recovery of the victims, the National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said attacks on the U.S. citizens are unacceptable no matter where, under what circumstances they occur. We're going to work closely with the Mexican government to assure that the justice is done with this case. President Joe Biden has been kept updated on the situation, while White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said on March 7th, the FBI urges anyone with information to call San Antonio office at 210-225-6741 or submit information on its website. Okay, so that is just a rundown, just everything we need to know about the kidnappings of the 4 Americans. Now, I heard word from the street that these individuals had an extensive background, per se, that also was doing some under the table things, per se, but that is allegedly for now, okay, because I still have to do more research on that. But what are your thoughts about this situation? I feel like at this point, people, we have to, especially us Americans, we gonna have to Whenever we go over to people's countries, we have to respect their cultures and their values at all costs. We do need to stop going over there like we are entitled to any and everything. And because other countries, they're not going to play with that mess. All right. Go over there respectfully, enjoy the views, or enjoy whatever you're going to that other country for, whether it's for business or for vacation or having fun. Please respect the culture and tradition of other countries. All right. Just as much as we want them to respect us in our own country, we need to reciprocate that same value and respect to other countries as well. All right. Far as like the FBI is working swiftly on this, that's a good thing. Of course, as I did with the other video with Shanquilla, I hope they are moving swiftly as well, since all of the people who went to Mexico is from the United States. And also, due to the fact that the incident happened in Mexico, I mean, it's a little tricky, but the proof is in the pudding. So, um, from what I heard, the cartel is just protecting the land, from any other vultures who's trying to do a hostile takeover over their resources and all sorts of things. But yeah, that I'm just gonna keep this video short and just give y'all a little gist of things. And I thought this article was pretty straightforward on just giving the full rundown of what happened. But other than that, y'all, please be careful out there. Respect the values and the the traditions of the other nations. I cannot stress that enough. Okay. And with that being said, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.